Oh, hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. We're live again.
Hi, Zizi. How are you?
Good, good, good. How
It's
are
been.
you?
I'm great. We have been separated for nearly 1 month and a plus.
Yeah, we've been having some great guests coming to share about different topics. So that was
Yeah,
great.
exactly. Yeah. I hope our audience like our guest speakers, and we hope we can get more new speakers coming in, joining us.
Yes, definitely. So,
So now we are waiting for more audience to come.
yes. And we're just saying this is our 10th webinar. It's a bit,
Wow! Woo!
yes, a
Wow! We make
milestone, I
it.
would say. Yes.
Yes. We really have
So
to
we managed
celebrate
to,
it.
yes, yes. Manage to keep it going for 6 months. Hopefully, you can keep it going for a little longer.
Yeah, definitely we can.
Yes, yes. So yeah, and then we also like to find out like what people are interested in, so we can share about different topics and maybe actually in different languages as well. We've been getting some interest in like sharing in languages other than English. So maybe you can think about that as well sometime in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can share about in Mandarin or in Malay. Oh, but
Yes.
but Malay maybe not me.
Yeah, so we'll find someone else with better Malay than us. Yeah. So let me see. We're still waiting for more people to tune in. But today we have another great topic, a topic that I am personally very interested in. So today we'll have Raymond again. Raymond is our co-founder and also a speech language therapist, talking about aphasia group. So it's a support group for people with aphasia and how people with aphasia can connect to the society through group activities like this. So I think it'll be very interesting. Personally, I'm very interested to hear more about these kind of groups. So, I don't know, Raymond, do you want to wait a bit longer or do you feel like you want to start?
Okay, I'm ready anytime. I think today is going to be very exciting day because I think we will have a lot of good things to share with our audience today. And
Awesome.
yes, exactly. And then next month is going to be our big day. Yeah.
Big man.
A big month. Sorry, it's big month. Yeah, yeah. So what is
Yeah,
the
so
big month about? It's nothing to do between us. Okay, don't misunderstand.
yes,
It's
yes,
just our
nothing.
it's
It's
our
about
Facebook
the
page. Yeah.
yes, yes. So next month is actually Aphasia Awareness Month. So we're
Woo!
going to have yes, so keep on raising more awareness about aphasia. So for sure we will do some special activities. So we will talk more about activities we will organize. And also there are a lot of interesting and exciting activities going on both in Malaysia. So we have some activities organized by speech therapy associations as well, and also in other countries. So we will share more about that. So stay tuned to our page. We can share more about that later on.
Yes.
So it's gonna be an exciting month.
Yeah. We're ready for it. Are you?
I hope I am.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So shall we start now?
Yeah, sure. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Thank you, Zizi, for the introduction, and thank you for having me here to share with all of you this exciting topic, aphasia group connecting to the society. Before we go to the main content, so probably let us recap what is aphasia, especially for new audience here. And then, who just dropped by our Facebook page, Aphasia in Malaysia. So what is aphasia? And for our VIP audience, so that used to join our webinar, so this is just a revision, and you can spread this awareness to your friends and family and your colleagues as well. And aphasia is a kind of complex communication disorder, and it is normally following some forms of damage to the brain, for example, like stroke, traumatic brain injury because of the accident or fall, and it could be caused by dementia as well. And basically, aphasia affects all aspects of communication. So that says the ability to talk, the ability to understand other people's speech, and also it affects the reading skills and also writing skills. And it also affects social activities participation. So meaning it keeps someone with aphasia from joining the social activities smoothly. It will also result in depression, and most of the time the impact of this depression is much higher than those who do not have aphasia. So it's very bad. But the good news is that most of the time aphasia does not affect the intellect. So why I say it's a good news, meaning Jenny is Jenny, Michael is still Michael, Raymond is still Raymond, Gigi is just still Gigi, just that we cannot use the common language to express our feelings. All right, so we are still human. We'll still be able to be connected. So that's a good news. Okay, let us recap again the types of aphasia therapy. We have first type is one-to-one therapy that I used to share with all of you few months. I think last 2 months. So you can go back to the previous webinar to find out more about individual aphasia therapy. And then and then the exciting one is the group therapy, which is our highlight today. So meaning so group therapy meaning involves more than one patient, of course, and also could be more than one therapist. It could be more than one caregivers also. All right. So now here, for aphasia survivors or the family and the caregivers, you might have experienced this when a speech therapist asks you, so what do you want from a speech therapy? So they will ask you for your expectation. What do you want from me? So you come here for speech therapy. So you might hear this, you might see this. So some patient might want to say they want to go back to work, especially for the younger aphasia survivors. And some of them, they want to hang out with friends. I want to have high tea. I want to have beer again. I want to have, teh tarik again. And shopping, of course. And they want to travel again. And they want to order food themselves. And some of them, they might want to regain the ability to use their laptop and handphone, because of probably their previous work or the daily routines features. So they might want to use laptop and handphone very often. Right? So now, let us take an example. Okay, let's say if the aphasia survivors, they want to be able to order food again. So what would the speech therapy do most of the time? So in the individual session, one-to-one session, so the speech therapist knows that, okay, you want to be able to order food again. So the speech therapy might teach you a lot of foods and drinks vocabularies, right? And then they will also teach you some functional phrases related to the food ordering. Like, for example, I would like to have burger, please. And I want to pay for my shoes, please, and so on, right? These kind of functional phrases. Thank you, you are welcome, hi, all these kind of
role
functional phrases.
playing.
Yes, Exactly. Zizi, you really read my mind. So some of the speech therapists will do, some of the very creative speech therapists will also do the role playing. They might set up some, what do you call that? Really, that maybe they bring over their fake cashier machine, or maybe they make use of the, what do you call that? The what's the name of the board game that involves the notes, the money notes? What is that? The millionaire game?
Yeah, the millionaire. But actually nowadays I just like pull up menu online, especially those like
Oh,
delivery
really?
websites or
Oh,
like
really?
McD menus. Yeah,
Oh, really? Oh, that's good. Okay, so I think a lot of creativities the speech therapy have utilized, to maximize the aphasia survivors the ability to order food again. Then after some time, so then the family members really bring the aphasia survivors to go to the restaurant, like for example McDonald's or A&W or KFC to order food again. And of course, there will be some positive feedback, like say, oh, the aphasia survivors really can use the words that he has learned or she has learned. But sometimes we still get some feedback from the caregivers. For example, Raymond, I think he or she can only speak to you. Okay, so he never speak to me. So this is one of the feedback. And then some family members will say, oh, he or she seems forgetful. He forgets quite easily. Even though we have taught him or her a lot of all these foods and drinks vocabularies, he or she seems so forgetful. He just, once she gone out from the classroom or the therapy, then she forgets everything, right?
basically it's like they can only perform in the session.
Yes, exactly. And then another feedback is that, oh, he or she seems to be lazy to talk outside. Okay, but who knows, right? And also, they will say he or she seems to be very quiet outside. Okay, so this feedback seems to me like, okay, this aphasia survivor seems to be not able to generalize the skills that what he has learned in the classroom. I mean, the one-to-one therapy in the real life situations. All right, so I feel, to me as a therapist, I feel this is kind of hard feeling for me because I am not successful enough to build up the communication skills, on these aphasia survivors. Because to me, it's like the success for me is I want to make sure our aphasia survivors to be able to use their learned skills in the other setting other than just classroom setting, other than
Yeah,
in just one-to-one setting, right?
but like generalization and carryover is always very hard.
Yes, exactly. All right. So how a facial group can fix this? So you see, just now we have mentioned that one-to-one setting is like a classroom setting. So a lot of things is predicted, is very controlled. Because most of the time speech therapy will tell you, okay, next week we are going to do food ordering. So I will bring over my cashier machine, I will bring all the notes, the fake notes. So everything you see, it's already in plan. So okay, now you go back and study the money concept I taught you, and then you study the functional phrases. Okay, next week we exam. Okay, those kind of thing, right? Okay, so everything is predicted, it's very structured. So it's not surprising we see a lot of patients they can do so well in classroom setting. And social environment. This is what the aphasia survivor wants. They want to use these skills in our social environment. They want to use it in ANW. But sometimes they still cannot use it. In front of the cashier, they already, I mean, in the real cashier, the jaw start shaking. They cannot talk. They forget what they have to say. You see, they forgot to bring their papers with all the vocabularies, jotted everything. So here, why I put one lower and one higher, you see. So individual is a lower, meaning so the what do you call that? The communication skills demanded from the aphasia survivors in the social environment is very much, much, much higher. Why should I say that? So here, just share with you, social environment means here a workplace, it could be home, relatives, neighbor's house, restaurant and cafe. This is what our example is, NW, okay, KFC, McDonald's, cafe, things like that. And then clubs, vacation spots, shopping malls, schools, university, and hospital. So why do they forget in this environment? Why do they forget what they need to use, what they have learned in the classroom in this environment? Yeah, what do you think, Azizi, to your experience? What
I
normally you
I
generally, yeah.
I sometimes think it's also about how the communication partner communicate with them, because in the therapy setting, the therapist or the caregiver already know like how to facilitate, or you will pay more attention to them. But if you're
Yeah.
just ordering things at mama or cafe, they just come and ask you what you want, then you get a bit like stuck.
Yeah, I mean the way of they use the sentence, right, sometimes, right,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
yeah. So you see a slight change of content that you that learn in a classroom setting in different environment. It already can keep the aphasia survivors from talking, like what they how they perform in the classroom setting already. So what's more, they have to face a lot of another factors in social environment, which I want to bring it up, is the uncertainties. So
yes,
in the social environments, a lot of things cannot predict. Even though the most creative speech therapists, in the classroom, they try she or he try to squeeze his brain juice to predict everything, most of the things that she or he can think of. Sometimes we still cannot predict everything, right? Like
yeah.
yeah, because after all, we are just human. We are not God, right? I think, for example, we come back to the food ordering. So let's say
Mm.
the speech therapy has already squeezed his or her brain juice to predict all the situations, that the aphasia survivors might encounter in the KFC or in the NW. But sometimes some uncertainties might pop up. Like for example, when you go to the KFC, so maybe in the classroom, you in a one-to-one session, you are learning. Okay, I want to order. I have learned how to order Zinger burger. Okay, so but suddenly, the KFC come up with a new menu. Then the cashier promote to you, hey, we have a new menu. Do you want to try this? So all these kind of uncertainties, or even like let's say you have learned all the money concept, okay, or learn all the notes. Okay, you learn how to keep the change. Okay, even how much is a Zinger burger is. You see, when you go to the KFC, then suddenly, because of MCO, they say I cannot accept cash. I want to use card. So this kind of uncertainties, might happen anytime. So here, the aphasia group is a place for these aphasia survivors, I think, to try out, to experiment, to try and errors all these uncertainties that might happen in the social environments. Because aphasia group, it involves caregivers, it involves speech therapies, it involves other aphasia survivors. So it's like a real live communication. It involves a lot of people, right? And
Yes.
the communication can
But
be
with a
very
supportive
messy.
group, yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
No, I was saying it's like a real life communication in a group, but in a supportive group that understands the condition.
Yes, exactly. I think aphasia group, in aphasia group, the aphasia survivors can make their mistakes. They can tries and errors very comfortably, because this is a place where they can mess up the communication. They can mess up everything and find the right way for them to communicate comfortably with other strangers or even friends. We can even invite the friends to aphasia group. So to make them communicate with these aphasia survivors. So this aphasia group is like a bridge to make the connection between the individual therapy setting and the social environment setting closer a bit. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So now, after I'm talking so much about the aphasia group benefits, so now I put it in a more structured way, so at least our audience have a better idea. So how the aphasia group treatment can benefit aphasia survivors. Okay, first of all, to increase the variety use of communication functions, so you can other than speech. You can also use tablets or laptop. You can even use gestures, writing, drawing, whatever ways you want to use that you feel comfortable in a facial group. So long, it helps you to communicate your message clearly and increase the generalization of communication skill. I feel that this generalization, it comes with the process of making mistakes along the way. What do you think, Zizi?
Yes, definitely. You need
Yeah,
practice
right.
and we learn from errors.
Yes, exactly. Because I feel maybe some of the aphasia survivors, they are very scared of making mistakes. They feel making mistake is a failure. It's a not successful communication recovery in the aphasia recovery journey. You see, they feel that the error is like something awkward, something it shouldn't happen along the aphasia recovery journey. But I think through this sharing, I would like to encourage all the aphasia survivors keep making mistakes, because through making mistake, then only you can start generalize your skills. Because through making mistake, you're trying to generalize whatever you have learned or whatever you can think of in your brain. So I think it's a good chance. And through this making mistakes in front of different people, I believe it will increase your self-confidence for sure to a certain extent. And it may be cost effective, because it involves more than one aphasia survivors. So for some settings, so they might probably offer you a better price, instead of individuals, one-to-one, very focused and, a longer time, things like that. So, and then in a group, so maybe the attention on each aphasia survivor is spread out, then probably the cost might be, a bit reduce, or depending on the setting. And more importantly, it provide emotional support. So like not only for the aphasia survivors, but also for the caregivers and also family. Uh, because by seeing other people who has similar problems, I think aphasia survivors can feel much better than us. You see, even us therapists, only those who have experience of having aphasia, they will feel the strongest. Is that when they see other people who has aphasia, they will feel the stronger vibes. Like it's like in their brain, it's like,
Peer
oh,
support.
yeah, peer support. Yes, that's a good word.
You're not alone. There are other people.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And then they
Mm,
see the hopes. They see the hopes. Types of aphasia groups. So just generally share with you all. So it can be based on the settings categorization. So it could be hospital setting. So meaning hospital, they will have aphasia group also. Rehab units, they will have aphasia group also. Outpatient setting, they will also have aphasia groups. Only what's the difference is that probably the targets, the goals, the set for the aphasia group might be slightly different. Like for example, hospital, they might targets on communicating with doctors and nurses, those things. And rehab units are more to all the probably the staff there and other nursing care knowledge kind of thing. And outpatient settings is more to daily routine kind of goals. And other types of categorization, it could be based on the types of the task. Like for example, it could be impairment-based aphasia therapy group. Like meaning is that, for example, in the individual therapy, so your therapist is teaching you, okay, like sentence buildings, sentence structure building or picture naming. So then in the aphasia group, impairment-based aphasia group, so they will involve more than one aphasia survivors. They're doing the same task. Okay, so this impairment-based. And it could be a conversation space, so meaning they bring out a lot of different topics, and then each aphasia survivors take turns to talk about that topic. Okay, and then last one is task fulfillment. For example, like book club, so meaning they have to read a book and share about the book's content. It could be the Toastmaster, like a TED Talk like that, but for aphasia survivors. And it could be community connection group, so meaning it's a team-based aphasia group. So meaning we have a team for the group, for the aphasia group to achieve. Okay, like for example, so this block of aphasia group sessions, so we are going to go to have birthday party in KFC. So we need to learn all the skills that
mm,
needed for that party.
yeah.
All right.
Karaoke sessions,
Yes,
doing
karaoke
activities
sessions.
together.
Yes, exactly. And then of course we have IT group also. So meaning very obviously it enables the aphasia survivors to learn the laptops and tablet or other gadgets to communicate, or even fulfilling a task, come up with a project, things like that. All right, so now I'm going to share with you what we have done before the MCO. That we
Yes,
managed, yeah, we managed to have a few aphasia group outside. It was
yeah.
exciting. All
Sounds
right,
like
and
super, super long time ago though.
yeah, it's like 1 year
What is life
anniversary.
before MCO?
Yeah, yes, exactly. But we hope that we can have this physical outdoor activity soon. You know.
Definitely hope so. Hope, yeah.
Yeah. So the two aphasia group I'm going to share with you is actually based on the concept of community connection group, meaning we have a task for them to learn and then to make use in that setting. And then our goals actually is to help the aphasia survivors to step out from home, practice communication skills, and meet new friends. Okay, now I have this video. So this is our first group at aphasia group. We have this aphasia group in a cafe. So, so that's why the group's name is so-called aphasia high tea. So we want,
Yeah.
yeah, so we want the aphasia survivors. So through the, the high teaing, so they can also communicate, share their feelings with other aphasia survivors also, and also among the caregivers, so they could know each other, share some ideas, strategy, how to manage, the challenges they face at home. Okay, let's see this video. Sorry, I think I have to increase the volume so that.
Yep. No problem.
All right. Sorry.
Mm.
Twice before. You have to be, don't care what people don't care about what people see. We just have to be. That's all.
All right.
You see, that looks like
Yeah.
such a nice session.
Yes. Yeah, I
And
think that one was the first attempt that we had this aphasia
mm,
group, and it went well.
yeah, seems like everybody's enjoying the time.
Yeah, exactly. Aside from shortage of time.
Oh, we always wish it's longer, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now the aphasia group, the second one I would like to share with you is quite interesting. It's called Amazing Race. This aphasia group takes 2 days to complete. This aphasia group, the first day, so we make the aphasia survivors to learn some skills that needed for the second day. And what we want them to do on the second day was that we want them to fulfill some tasks in a park. All right. Basically, we want the aphasia survivors to pick up the recyclables and then make them to categorize the recyclables and then to have some tasks after that. So that task, actually we group them into pairs, so 2 persons in a group. And then so before the second day, before they do the task in the park, so we have the first day session in the gym setting, in the clinic setting, and then we make them learn how to pick up the recyclables. We make them learn how to read the recyclables name. We make them learn how to talk to their partners. So then after that, then the second day, they will do it. Okay, so without further ado, let's. Oops. All right. Okay, let us see the
Look at
video.
this one. Yeah, very interesting.
Yep.
Amazing race? From the grass.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Okay, next one. Next. See, Firdaus? The next instruction. Can you read? Good. Oh.
Oops. This is not the end of the video, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Con quà lót cái tài hai cái ta đó.
So basically, they will have to say out the names of the recyclables and then put into the respective
That's
boxes.
nice. 2 in 1. Like you're doing recycling as well.
Yes, exactly. Protect the environment. So they find their values.
Yeah.
I think because of the size of the videos.
Yeah.
So it
But it's alright though. Like we've seen
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Looks like a very fun session with all the activities going on.
Look at those.
And we have lots of volunteers helping us all.
Yep.
Mm.
So, yeah, so basically this is another group of aphasia survivors. So we make them talk to each other, to complete the task.
Make new friends, right?
Yeah, meet new friends also. Yeah, exactly. And then we have our volunteers, the speech therapists at the side, to support them to, whenever they are needed.
Bottle
Yeah.
what? Bottle. Can. Yes. Okay, so where does that go? Is that correct, Mr. Tan?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good job. That's a very good team.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see, so they, because of both of them, you see the teamwork, so they fulfill the task. Okay.
Yes.
So actually, yeah, it's a big step for both of them. You see, not easy for them, to step out and really talk to other people.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
All these new, unfamiliar faces.
Yes, exactly. Unfamiliar faces and also unfamiliar environment settings also. So they can try and errors whatever they want.
Yes. That's why we say supportive environment, right? You have friends, you have aphasia, and then
Yes,
therapies.
yes, exactly.
Make a
Yes, exactly.
coaster.
So after they have sorted out the recyclables, yeah,
Uh-huh.
because we managed to get a occupational therapies help, to make them, you make use of the recyclables, to make a coaster, and
Ooh. That's very
so
nice to see they have souvenirs to bring home as well.
yes, exactly, yeah. So and then in
Mm.
this park shelter, so they will talk to each other. So do you have enough caps? Can I have blue caps? Can I have white caps? Things like that.
Yeah.
So after they're finished, they
Oh, so
start.
it's like
Yeah. So after finish, they start talking. They start sharing jokes and some asking some simple questions. Yeah. If let's say those
sharing their
facial.
stories.
Yes, exactly. I think this is what the real communication live happening. You see.
Yes. Hmm.
All right. So I think, yeah, because of the size of the, let's
Yeah.
see,
Well, is
it's
this video? Did you
it's still
upload
loading.
this somewhere as well? Did you up?
Yeah, actually, yes, we did upload this video in the Happy Speech Recipe Facebook page. You will
Yeah, maybe
definitely,
we can reshare it again.
yeah, we'll share the link to y'all again, and then you can have a look at this aphasia group in the park, and then we managed to make them. No, not to worry. This mission 3 is the last mission already. So after they have made the poster, so and then we have some small sharing after that. They have some group pictures after that. So they go back
And that's a
happily.
nice
Yeah.
weekend span.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it was a Sunday. All right. Let me get out of this. All right. I think that during the MCO, we can't really
Yeah.
do this, outdoor group
Yeah,
for the time
unfortunately,
being. Yeah, we
I
hope
do
to
miss being
do.
out in the park. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. We actually have a lot of plans for the outdoor activities, but this MCO strikes in, and then so we have to find alternatives. Keep our life going, interesting, going.
Yeah.
Lively. So after discussing with Zizi, so finally we really step out. Also, so we
Yeah.
really want to have online aphasia group again. Okay, so this is the poster. And here we're going to post this poster later on, and
And
also
also the registration link I was gonna say.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to post that as well, and of course, our goals for the aphasia group same. We hope to help all the aphasia survivors to step out from home, practice your communication skill, try and errors your communication skills in this
Yeah,
aphasia group. Nobody is going to laugh at you. All right, and then meet new friends. Okay.
exactly. Yeah, so wait, we need to highlight the date and then
Oh,
we'll post on the poster, but yeah.
yes, yeah, let me highlight the date for so sorry. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so our this facial group dated on 12th of June. It's a Saturday at 8 p.m. That's our usual talk time.
Yeah.
So then you just have to register through the registration link, or you can scan the QR code here. And then if you have any other inquiries, you can always contact us. So our contact is here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
me or Zizi.
You can PM our page as well. We'll answer you.
Yes, exactly. And also, more importantly, that you know this Facebook group is totally FOC. So we hope to enable your this facial recovery journey more comfortably, more joyful. You know, so we hope to
Yeah.
try our
So
best to.
share, yes. Yeah, I was gonna say share with more people as well. Like if you're interested, if you know other friends with aphasia, or if you're a therapist who has like patients with aphasia, you can share to them and encourage them to join.
Yes, exactly. So now, one thing I wanted to highlight here is why do I want to say step out from home? Step out from home is something like that, you see. So just step out one foot, of you, to step forward. Uh,
Take that first step.
yeah, take that first step. Why is that our first goal of the aphasia group? So because for a lot of aphasia group, sorry, a lot of aphasia survivors, the step up from home is not really this step. You see, not really this big step only. Huh? So actually, what we hope to help you is to first one to step up from the comfort zone. Okay, right now, even though MCO, we can't really step out from our physical home already. Otherwise, you'll be kena saman. Okay, so not really command from Aphasia in Malaysia Facebook page. So don't misunderstand. So for time being, we still can step out home. What does it mean? So we step out your comfort zone and you step out from your past. And I think this is quite challenging to most of the aphasia survivors because a lot of them I come across they might share with you how can I get back to my previous one. We speech therapy we tried our best to maximize to normalize your communication skill to get back to your previous self as much as possible, but sometimes a lot of things is really out of our control. Things not only focusing on the past, your previous you, we have to think of the future as well. I think you can give it a try, step up from your past. I think if you keep moving forward, there will be a lot of most of the time better plans ahead of you and better life ahead of you. And most of the time is in other words, it's a new phase of life. Of course, saying this is quite easy, from the mouth, because from I used to interact a few aphasia survivors that because the most challenging part is this one, step out from home. Because for them, it's like this. It's crossing the bridge. It's not the good bridge, it's a broken bridge. So not easy for them because they really have to break through a lot of things. Because once they step out, that first step, everything will change most of the time. And better things will welcome you most of the time. So you can give it a try. Okay, you never try, never know. Okay, give it a try. We're not like forcing, but just give it a try. Okay. All right, and then at the beginning we say that a lot of good things. So first thing is our online aphasia group, and second thing is our June aphasia awareness month. And this aphasia group, our online aphasia group, is happening in June as well. And this is our first online aphasia group in this Facebook page. And please spread to your friends and your family and friends or other aphasia survivors, or even you yourself is aphasia survivors yourself. Please do join us. Give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a try, and then you will be surprised. There'll be a lot of good things awaiting for you. And not the least, please join the aphasia group now. If you have a handphone right now, you can scan the QR code and then fill up our registration form, and then we will send you the relevant information to you after
Details.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, other details later on, and then then we will send you the Zoom link. So not to worry. It's not the outdoor group right now, so it's an online group.
Yes, you can join it from the comfort of your home.
Yes, that's for sure. Okay, so you can reach out to other aphasia survivors, to other caregivers, to other professionals, through the group. All right.
Yeah. So thank you, Raymond, for sharing with us about all these groups, and you have a nice quote to share as well.
Yes. Yeah, I would like to end this sharing by this code. You make a life out of what you have, but not what you are missing. So all the best to
Yeah.
all our aphasia survivors and everyone.
Yeah, we actually have a question here. I think Cairo
Oh, all right.
was asking. Do you want to answer that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Cairo has been very supportive and commenting a lot. So thanks for tuning in. And yeah, we're glad that you enjoyed and found this talk helpful. All
I
right. Can
think
you see the comment?
yeah, I can see the
Yeah. Yep.
comment, and I see
There's,
a
there's one
question
question.
here.
Yes.
It looks like I think it looks like
Yeah.
Mr. Cairo is a aphasia survivor. People around me avoid me because can't understand me. What should I do? Right. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, this kind of situations, a lot of it's a common obstacles that a lot of Asian survivors face. If people cannot understand you, if you are a Asian survivor, I would suggest you might use other methods other than speech. Like for example, you can use your phone to show them picture that you want to tell them. What do you want to tell them? And probably you can write. If let's say you cannot write, you can even draw. Not necessarily must be a nice drawing. It's just as long as people can understand. You can look back my previous video about aphasia therapy that one of my patient he drew something which is not really it's not a perfect drawing, but I can guess what it is. So drawing can help, and also body gestures, and also the facial expression, body language. Yeah, it depends on the content of message that you want to convey. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's also the reason why we have this aphasia awareness month, because sometimes it's people around you when they don't understand what's going on and it's something they're not familiar with, they tend to just stay away. If they understand a bit more about what is aphasia and that they can still communicate with you as usual, maybe they just give you a bit more time, a bit of patience, then maybe they can feel more comfortable
Yeah,
doing,
exactly. Mm.
yeah, kind of what you're doing now. So that's great. Keep on doing that.
Yes, exactly. I think Zizi last time have posted a few aphasia cards in our Facebook page. I think it's a
Yeah,
good cards for the public to read through that part, the aphasia card, to
it's
understand
like a
your
very, yeah,
situation.
simple wallet card. Like if you're having difficulty explaining to people, you can show them. It's card just says like I have
Yeah.
aphasia, I might have difficulty communicating. Just give me more time. So it's
Yes.
in our one of our resource album. If you can look at our pictures,
Yes.
hope that
Exactly.
will be helpful.
Yep. Exactly. I'm glad, Kyrie, you're with us. So you're on the right platform. So nice to meet you. And we hope that to see
Yes.
you on in the online Aphasia group.
Yeah, hope to meet you and talk to you in
Yeah,
person.
come, bro. Let's have some, virtual drink.
Yes. Right, we have a yes from him.
Oh, good, great. All right. And of course, if you are the speech therapist, if you have a patients with aphasia, if you think that the aphasia group helping them, please ask them to join us. I think for us here, we don't have any limitation like levels or things like that. As long as you feel that your patients is ready for the group, you just let them join.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we don't have any restrictions.
Yes, they can just drop by and say hi.
Yeah, just say hi.
No pressure.
Everyone will clap the hands for you.
Raymond will at least.
Yeah, I will give you the standing ovation.
Uh, yeah, but thanks so much, Raymond, for
Yep.
sharing about all the great things you did since 2019. I was like, oh, that has been a while, and we're still keep going. So hopefully you can have like more exciting activities, supportive group, and forming a really like supportive community to
Yep.
keep, yeah, build a
Okay.
good foundation to have that supportive community going around. So hopefully that will come true.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that is all from us today. Do you have anything to
Yep.
add?
Yeah, I think that's all. We only hope that more people, more aphasia survivors to join our online group. It's in
Yeah,
3 weeks time, so you still have
yeah,
time to fill out the form. To share with your
yeah.
friends. Huh?
And
All
remember
right.
to like and share our page because, like what I
Yeah.
said just now, we will have other activities and other activities organized by other association or even in other countries that we can share with you that you might
Yeah.
find helpful as well.
Yeah, at the end of June, we're going to have surprise for all of you. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, yeah, a bit of teaser, but yeah, surprise. All
Yeah,
right, thanks for
okay.
joining us
Yeah, thank
today.
you. Thank you. See
How
you
are
again.
yes, see you again.
All
Bye.
right. Okay, bye bye.